Uh, Today is day. I have no idea which day is it, but we are at this tiny city, Saquarema Tiny City. Today is day 9. You please take a look at the risk report 2023, 3 November.blogspot.com. You check some, lines there and something posted. This tiny city is embedded in an architecture ruled by criminal purpose, proved as misuse of power. In general, you have a big box of criminal practices that are modified by the context and circumstance based on fake records. Going at departments that do, in general, the very first record as the police department, the accountability as department, or the medical statement, and in general will unveil serious crimes like annihilation, violation of civil rights and guarantees, and no other things. It's there quite clear. We observe that the interface between the real context of the crime and the new perception of the crime as presented will go by those institutions that do the record and will beef up a context of proofs that do not represent the reality of circumstances, and in general you have the market of decision, the market of organs, and an industry of disgrace as management of misery. We told that Brazil probably will be competitive in something like criminal because couldn't be in any other situation, and seems that things are gonna be unveiled one more time this way. We will check that the most relevant thing here, it's not the context or something we reported, because indeed it's something got unveiled little by little or confirmed all the time. But the criminal law in Brazil is the law. I think that the Article 13 says that when you do something as a wrongdoing and assume the risks, you must face the consequence by this. And has a theory, not only in Brazil, that the risks representing a serious and concrete event as damage or something like this, or the damage as itself, allow the compensation. The do not dismissal list and the continuity of this criminal scheme indeed allow the compensation by the Article 13 of the Brazilian law. Observed that the fake records on Article 313A, which is a crime, and the abusive procedure, also a crime, only goes by specific hands. Departments can be made by me. My profession is administration. Kind of, I'm in my bedroom, listen some music. I make the garden as playing as gardener because I have no girlfriend and I have energy, to expand. So I did this, and now I'm complaining. The issue is to you, European system, and the American judicial system. See, as Portugal, derogatory NATO. And we observe that we are back officing also the OECD, the Interpol, the BOG, and others that felt threatened, at least as interest, by the risks assumed as lenient behavior or blind eye by the Article 13 of the criminal law in Brazil. It implies that all situations that has no excuse indeed got assumed as a risk and is told there that you will suffer the consequence. One more time, there's no way to run criminal system cornered in the way they always, behave themselves, telling lie all the time, worth nothing, and for sure, as part of the organized crime, embedded at the transnational organized crime, We'll talk a lot about mafia groups and other things. And inside those groups, there are no law because they are outlaw, right? We presented our complaint today, day 9. Please take a look, Risk Report 2023, trace.blogspot.com, just to ensure the 40 trillion as compensation, flowing 1% as first 3 trillion, 0 up to 33 plus 7 trillion as financial penalties required by me. And since they didn't make the dismiss or something, they assumed and accepted the risk, so all financial penalties are valid, and also the case as harassment and interference on private living and private history, including someone that must, have that they'll try to have skills that I don't have, or any other thing, as the development of the SAGE, nowadays the RAGE, as rational architecture for grid environment. And the grid environment is set embedded, for instance, from a tiny switch until the criminal driver, that can be also a criminal system based on the circumstance of interest that will do this. And you accepted the risk. It's on your Article 13, and you will face all consequences. I presented as we told before and told one more time. Telling one more time, the reference as Brazilian law. Because we do not believe in our system, in nothing at this, especially criminal records, by proofs offered, and the misuse of power you did, confirming all things and evidence we offered and proofs. By this, you have no excuse. Also, and for sure, with the Article 13 against you, allowing and confirming the financial penalties by the risks you took, the consequence now you must face as antitrust justice and international criminal court and all others, right? I wish you a great day, and I will be listen some music, right? Have a great night. As you told, you can't complain with the monkeys if they got excited in throwing things on you, right? See?